Hello there. Right, with YouTube and stuff, you have to keep it up. If you start YouTube, you have to get a video out every week. And I just realised I got to a point where I had no footage, absolutely zilch. I started to panic. I was like, "Ugh." So I desperately went through my phone just to see if there was any videos that I missed and stuff. And there's a little throwback of before we excavated the basement. Just some bits and details on the rainwater harvesting tank and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a throwback video on the house, but it's something I've missed. Get some footage out and then I can get back there and film way more because I've been off the ball with YouTube. So enjoy. Let me know if you want to know anything. Drop it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer it. Enjoy the video. Buy some land, they said. Build a house, they said. Absolutely grim. Are we living the dream or what, Jay? Come on. Oh, let's go. Oh. You alright? You alright? Oh. Let's lay these down there. Man, fences all fall down everywhere. Bloody nightmare. Oh. It's grim. Look at that.
Oh my god, I think it's safari.
Anyone want anything for the log burner? Hello. Right, there's a big weird beaming smile on my face because it's just nice to be back over here, I'm not gonna lie, even though it's an absolute mess over the land. It's been almost a year. What are we, a week off a year, G? Yeah. Week off a year since we bought this land. So what's today's date? This is the 6th of January. So we bought this on the 13th, Friday the 13th of January last year. So now we're in 2024. It's the 6th of January. And we're back over here today. We got all this done previously and then we had to pull off the site. We had run into a few problems. So what we're doing over here today is we had Storm Henk, me and Georgia over here the other night, just absolutely getting, it was like under a cold shower, wasn't it? It was like disgusting. So what Storm Henk was done was that. So all the fence come down, the posts come out, everything like that. It's just, as you can see, it's just an absolute disaster. We tried to propping it all up, but where we had to pull off the site, we just literally, it's all gone to crap. The rainwater harvesting tanks popped out of the ground where the water's gone underneath it, where we didn't get to backfill it. So we're over here today and we're just gonna have a big sort of major tidy up, try and, you know, just, yeah, like you see, just tied it all up everywhere. As tomorrow we've got a fencer to come and he's going to quote to like redo the fence like right down, and then we're going to change this end one for like a half a fence because that's going to be a driveway, so if you're pulling out you can sort of see down the road a little bit, so that's going to be a half fence. So go get him to quote to do that and probably go up to that existing post that's there. So yeah, it should be good. So my dad's going to join us soon. We're going to have a bit of breakfast with him a bit later. And then we've got a dirty water transfer pump, so we can try and get all this water out. And we're going to try and clear all of this side, this whole side, all the way, except for this, obviously this ton bag of sand. Need a digger for that. But all the other bits and pieces, we're going to clear it all out. Because next week, I think we're going to have to put an electricity duct in. So the main man's here now. Say hi to YouTube, Dad. Hi. Say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Look at this. Float girl. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Why don't you, so you spend the waders. Waders come in handy. Why don't you explain to everyone what this does? Yeah.
clamp that on that float.
Clamp what on the float?
Then we can tie that up so George ain't got to hold it.
That's it.
Yay!
So what this does, this little float switch, this part here, so when that's up in the air, it activates the pump, and the pump is now pumping all that water out down the drain. So if it drops down, as it says, instead of holding the pump up, Dad's going for it with his bit of string, man on a mission, so he could just tie it up so it stays up. Dad, shall I just buy some pump Viagra so it stays up? Yeah, nearly. Ooh, big so yeah, there we go. That's it. There we go. Yeah. Well done, hold it there. So what happened here is when we first put this in, obviously we had to pull off the job, and what's happened is the rainwater's got in underneath it and it's lifted it up out of place. So we're now draining the water out of it down the drain with the pump, and then when we come back and start, we can lift this tank out of place and just basically redo it. And hopefully once we put it in, we can backfill it and actually complete the job this time without getting pulled off the job. So that's it. And we're doing that, and then once we've done that, see what was happening is the groundwater in there was draining through this bit, and it was filling this up and then filling this trench up. So I said, let's empty that. That'll lift that up, and if it rains, it should push it up a little bit more, help us pull it out. And then once we've emptied that, we can then bring the pump, empty this out. We dug a little hole there. See a little hole there? That's the lowest point, so we can stick the pump in there, and then hopefully that will drain all this out and we'll be done. And we've got a couple of weeks. I think my dad's cartwheeling uphill here, trying to set light to damp wood. So Dad did prove me wrong. We got the fire going. We've had a nice little clear up now. Had a right old sort out. My back's in bits. And we pumped all this water out. Got it all out of there. We dug a little thing, sweeping it all in. And just as we finish, it starts raining again. Couldn't write it. Oh, yay! So anyway, we've got a fencer coming tomorrow. He's getting a quote for a new fence. Going right, I know. You cut like literally couldn't write it, could you? After all our efforts, all Saturday trying to get this pumped out. It literally said there was 0% of rain, and look at that. Fantastic. Anyway, such is life. I feel like we've made progress anyway, so yeah, that's it. We'll speak to the fencer tomorrow and see what plans he comes up with for this. Don't stand too close to the fire. Oh, and you just had a haircut, Dad, as well. He didn't need to pay for one, Dad. You should just come here. Don't worry, Dad. I know your hair is singed off, but we've got a rainbow now. Ah.
See it?
Yeah. Right, so I'm back here with my dad again today. What we're trying to do here is get this electrical duct in. So this is the big ducting that UK Power Network supplied, and that's for a three-phase supply for the house, because we're having a 22 kilowatt car charger put in, which is, you have to on new builds, is part S, so you have to put in a car charging port. So that's why we opted for that. I think the difference in price was something like 170 quid. So why you wouldn't do it, I don't know. But originally we put the meter box there, and the problem with that was that when we tried to get the hockey stick out and then plan a route for the ducting to go around, this ducting only bends like pretty much one way. It's very difficult to maneuver it like an S shape. So on the survey they wanted it to come round here, bend round and go like that, but getting it round this bend here, and obviously I've got the rainwater harvesting pipes going in and out here, it's too difficult. So come up with a solution with the surveyor from UK Power Networks, and he said, well, with this ducting, what to do. we put in enough, we move the box there, so instead of taking that one out and repairing all the cladding and all the rest of it, we put in another meter box here on the front. I'll probably spray it black or something one day. Got the hockey stick in through here, and then we can just run the ducting under here straight through and all the way out into the road. So we need to get this in, because then I need to call UK Power Networks. They need 2 weeks notice to come and supply electricity to us. So, and you have to have a weather tight structure for them to do that. You can't just build something, you gotta have a little weather tight structure for them to put it into. So you get this in now. Now the problem, what we're doing here, you see my dad untangling all this rope, is you have to put the ducting in, and obviously you have to supply the rope so they can pull the feed through. So Dad on Monday got this box in, brought the ducting out. You can see the rope sticking out there. Now we're untying this here. You can see the length of our duct, and the problem is we've now got to get that rope in there either end for them. So me and Dad were sort of talking about it last night on the phone, like how we could do it, because obviously you try and push that string up the duct, what's going to happen is it's going to hit a bit of friction on the inside and just start to clog up in there. So I've sort of come up with a bit of an idea. I've bought 25 meters of Hep2O here as almost like rodding. So, and I've put a bit of silicone grease on the end there. And what I'm going to do is feed that through there. And as I start, you can see that's not really going to, there's enough strength behind it. If I start uncoiling this, I should hopefully, I was a bit of a type, it says I bought 25 meters of this, so I didn't want to pay for the full 50. I'm hoping this will get to the end of that duct down the end there. Now when that speed fit cap sticks through up there, I'm going to drill a hole in a bit of Hep2O. I'm going to put Dad's string through the Hep2O and then pull the string right back. And when that's sticking through there, I can then tie a knot from that one onto the end of the hockey stick in there, and then there'll be a bit of rope sticking out the other side ready for them. And that's our little plan of action. So let's get to it and see if this is going to be long enough. I bet you I'm just too short. Should have just bought 50 meters. I don't know what I've done here, idiot. So I am a genius. Did you like that, Dad? Hey? Did you like that? 25 meters was just enough. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now, just going to get, let's go and get my drill. Get me trusty Metabo drill. This is the SB18 LTX. So get my end of the string here. Filming, drilling, everything. You hold the camera, but don't turn it off because it's filming.
That way, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do here, drill a little hole in there, just do it on the floor. Like so. It's a bit of a frayed end here. See if I can squeeze it through. They used to doing sewing, didn't they? Lick it.
That'd be worse than mine,
Nah. Needed a slightly bigger drill bit.
or smaller rope.
Come on. If I get a little bit through, I think it'll work. Just need it to hold on, don't we? What's good about these nylon ropes, you can untie them, can't you, like that?
That's it. One bit through and tie a knot in it.
That's it. That's what I'm going to do.
Like bricklayers do with their lines when they get broken.
That's it, yeah. Just stick that one through.
Bit of splicing.
That's when I wish I had my blowtorch with me, Dad, so I could cinch the end of it.
Wish you put your glasses on, mate.
Get that through like that. Tie this up.
Nice and tight.
Yeah. One bit to another. Right, I reckon that's that then, Dad. I don't think that's coming off. That's all right. So you feed this through and I'll do the glory work down the end because it was my idea. There we go, perfect. Ready? Good morning, how is everyone? I'm not really dressed appropriately for this. It's -1, not too sad, but I've just got out of a warm van, so it's hitting me a bit different. But I've had to come over here this morning, open the site up, ready for the fences, because as you know, all that came down the other night in the storm, and yeah, basically I had to pay to get a fence redone, which isn't the end of the world, because on this bit here, there's we wanted to half height, especially this first one here, because it's going to be a driveway, so you want to be able to look down the end of the road. God, my fingers are frozen, Jesus. So I think we're going to go half height there, then bring that up, and then renew it all back to that fence post there, and get that in, and do it all properly. And one of the main reasons, obviously we dug all that out, that's one of the main reasons it fell out, because we had to pull off the site. But the other reason is in fencing, when the fencers come, apparently they call this popcorn fencing, where when you do fences, you're supposed to dig like 2 foot of the post is supposed to be in the ground, so like up to there, and then you concrete in. But you can see it was only that little bit there, which is what they say is like a little bit of popcorn holding it in. So it was never done properly in the first place, which, to be honest, I'm not going to blame them, because as you know, in this series, when I bought this land, it was all overgrown. You couldn't get in here, you couldn't walk in here, and I was surprised that they even managed to get a fence in. So, oh God, I'm freezing. So yeah, I'm just going to wait for the fences to get here, and then I can pop off. There we go, because I think I'm going to get back in the van and warm up. It's absolutely freezing. So I've just popped back. It's really nice. Really happy with that. Well, it was a pain in the arse. That's really sorted that out. What's also great is it's no longer in and out. It's like dead straight. So I think you agree that's tidied that up much better. So I'm really happy with that. And these posts are now in enough. And we brought that down there so we get so you can see off the driveway easily. So yeah, really happy with that. Looks great. Absolutely great. So the next stage is now we get the digger driver here. Just got to dig a little bit of this concrete and the drive out, and we can finish getting this ducting in, and we'll be good to go. So well, happy with that. It's great. Good morning. It's a very cold morning this morning. Just got James back. He's just going to dig a little trench from there to there, so we can get the electrical duct in. And then we can get that booked in, and then they can come and feed us with some electricity to the site. One less thing to worry about. So I've got all the layers on this morning, but it's freezing, so just do it. Yes mate, so that's done. So that's the duct in for the 3-phase supply. Oh, so happy that's done. So literally when I come off this video, look, I've just strapped it down as far as I can, just left it curved up at the front there, because they have to obviously dig the pavement up and send it through. Absolute pain in the arse. I was just left their van there apparently. It's been there like 4 or 5 days with just the steering lock on, hasn't moved, so that was a pain with the digger. But he worked his magic and just got it dug out, so that's all dug out there. So I can get UK Power Networks to come here now, and then they can connect up some electricity onto the site, which would be an absolute godsend. Oh, now that's done, me and Dad can enjoy a bit of pie and mash, eh Dad?